I am Orlando, and you are watching Sin City Cycling. And today I just wanted to give a first look at an up-and-coming project. It is a bike that was pulled from the trash, and it is called an Handmade Amateur. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but it's hand-built in Germany. And it's got complete Campagnolo parts, Sinelli bars, seat, and I think that's, and stem. So Sinelli bar, stem, and seat. Everything else is Campagnolo, except for the shifters. And after doing some research and talking to some groups on Facebook, I guess these used to be known as Coke spoon shifters, but they are made by a company called Jibium? I don't know. Anyway, before we start any work on this one, I figured we'd take a quick look at the components and kind of talk about what we're going to do with this one. So like I said, the bike's name is Enoch. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's pronounced correctly. And the model is Amateur, and I'm not sure what these little initials are. Maybe we take a look on the other side. Yeah, they're not complete on that side either. But from from the research that I've found, that the frames are hand built in Germany, and I don't believe they were imported to the United States. Feel free to correct me down in the comments. But I have never heard of the brand, and I had to reach out to several road bike forums that I belong to get some information on it. And even then, the information wasn't that great. But it's apparently a pretty special bike, and let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So as I said in the intro, it's all Campagnolo parts. It looks like it says record. I'm not sure if that was top of the line back then or not, but the cranks, man, they're just beautiful. Campagnolo, polished aluminum, Campagnolo front derailleur. The brakes are all Campy as well. You see the Campy logo here. And I'd actually never heard of the brand before, so this is a first for me. I've never actually worked on Campagnolo either, so that will also be a first. It looks like the hoods are still intact, but I do know that they sell repops of these, so I'm not sure if those are repops or not. And it does look like the previous owner just took some grip tape for maybe a hockey stick and use that as the bar tape. I don't like it. We'd definitely fix that. But as far as shape, it doesn't look like it was ridden very much. I did notice right away that the tires are glued to the rim. They do have a tube pre-installed into there, and I believe they're called not tubeless, tubular tires. So the rims are only set up for that type of tire. So when I sell this bike, I'll probably actually include a clincher set of rims that are period correct for this one as well. One of the other bikes that I worked on, we swapped out the rims for it, and I have some 1980 Shimano clincher rims that we could probably throw in with this if the new owner doesn't want to deal with the tubular tires. But like I was saying, it looks like the bars are Sinelli. I can't really see the entire thing here. There's an old, looks like cat's eye computer mount there. But everything else is Sinelli. So you can see here on the stem, it says Sinelli. And I believe that's what the C stands for as well on the seat. These are a pretty well coveted after seat as well. That Sinelli did produce a remake of this seat. It is the Voltaire SLX. But like I said, Sinelli did make a repop of that seat, so it had to be popular enough for them to want to remake it. But this is an original, and it does look like most of these parts are original. And here's what I was talking about earlier, the Coke spoon shifters. And they're the only thing on here that isn't Campagnolo, as far as I can tell. I really like how the emblem for the Enoch brand is stamped into the top of the forks. I did notice some areas that look pretty rusty. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get those clean, but I want to keep this as original as possible. You know, I really think that the money is in the originality of the bike. But we will be going through it and cleaning up everything and making sure everything runs right. The hubs are also Campagnolo. I believe they're all record as well. Both front and back. Both look like Campagnolo. Oh, here we go. Let me see if you guys can see it. It says right here Campagnolo and then record. So it looks like the whole group matches. Online they were telling me that it's got a mishmash of parts, but to me it looks like everything is the way it should be. And feel free to hit me down in the comments if you're familiar with this type of bike, because I don't have a clue. I've never really worked on anything that was completely Italian until recently when I did Nick's Colnago. And this will be a first of the vintage style. But anyway, excuse me, I just wanted to give you guys a first look at an up-and-coming project. This is going to be something that's probably going to take us a while, but we'll go ahead and get started on it here soon. So you guys can look for those videos to drop. As I said, it's going to take me a little bit to do it, but we're just going to go ahead and refresh everything and make sure everything runs. So I'll do all the cables, I'll do the brakes, I'll clean and relube the derailleurs. We'll clean and polish the cranks and all of the other goodies that we have on here. These brakes are just beautiful. So that's one thing about Campagnolo, is they really make beautiful parts. Anyway, I didn't want to keep you guys too long. I just want to let you guys take a look at it. If you like the kind of things we're doing, please feel free to let us know by hitting that like. Also, if you have the time, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate that kind of thing. As always, I am Orlando. You have been watching Sin City Cycling. Peace.